Hey everybody, welcome back. So we're gonna work on some vocal stuff today, mainly learning how to use a FX bus as a send on your vocals to try to get a little more life out of them, because right now they kind of sound kind of dry with what we've done so far. And I'd like to be able to bring out a little bit of life into them. So, we are going to go to our main vocal bus, and on the sends portion of the track here, we're going to hit the little plus, and we're going to add an FX channel. Now that's going to send it over to this new FX bus that we've done. So we're also going to put that into our vocals bus, so that everything is all in one nice, neat little spot. So once we have it on the send, our vocal track is going to be going to the main, but also to this FX bus. And the FX bus, we're just going to add a few simple plugins with maybe a few presets and stuff like that just to get you going. I usually have a reverb on, so we'll use mix verb, and we'll find a preset. Let's try to do something really drastic so you can hear it. Let's try a large haul. And while this is up, we'll go back to the beginning of the song and if you notice, there's a whole lot of reverb going on. If we solo the vocal bus, but I don't think you'd believe me, that's still in mono. And then if we solo our effects bus, you'll only hear the effect. And see, it's in stereo, so that's the effect that's going through. And you can adjust how much of it you want by this here. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of refine this a little bit. I don't want it locked. I want it to be on 100% while we're listening through the track. And then we'll lower it down and find just the right reverb from this large haul. That sounds a little better, about 50%. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and also add an analog delay. And we'll find a preset for that too. Let's try, sweeten the vocals or slap you back. Let's try sweeten the vocals on it. But I don't think you believe me. And again, we're going to go and turn it all the way up and then slowly drag her down until it's the right sound. Okay, and then I might want to take the LFO and move that over. I wish you well, but I don't think you believe me. And let's try to give it a little width. It's subtle, but we'll take it to give or take 15. Turn down this dry wet a little more. Okay, and now that we got those two going on, we can start adjusting the volume of them that is coming through. Now when you hit the solo on this, you're only going to be hearing what's coming out of the FX bus. You will not be hearing what's coming out of the vocal main. Let's see, we can click on it to show you. I've wished you well. See, it's very different, very different. Let's go ahead and turn up these backing vocals a little too. Okay, now that is sounding pretty good, and that's the bare bones of using a FX bus. It's just something that it's not directly in the middle, so it gives you a little bit of width with your vocals. So this is without. And with. They just sit in the mix just a little bit better, and that's what we're trying to do, is they sound like they sit in the mix just a little bit better. The next thing I kind of want to talk about in this video is automation, which is this little icon up here. This is your automation stuff. And I do believe the other way to do it is to right-click on something that can be automated, like this volume meter. And then edit automation volume. So that should bring it up as well. There you go. And then you get this little line, and that line is where the volume is on the automation track. So this is the normal volume that you have chosen to have. And the reason I've brought this up is because there are some things I'd like to do with these backing vocals. I want to bring that and drag it down a little bit more, and this and drag it down a little bit more. There we go. And we're going to cut off that first part of the saying so that the backing vocals only come in on the second part. So why would automation be important here is, well, when the backing vocals come in, this is going to sound right because it's how we've already said it. But this first part here is now going to be a little quieter. So what we're going to do is we're going to use automation to fix the quietness just on that little bit. And that's where automation is going to come in and help us out. So we make this a little bigger. And we're going to make two little points on this first section and then just bring one of them up. What's that now? 3.1. Let's try to bring it up, say 2.5. That's an extra little bit of boost on the volume, just on this one part, and let's see how it sounds. I would almost a little too much. So let's zoom in a little more and drag it a little more down. There we go. And let's hear it again. That sounds a lot better. And if you look on the left side, the volume is actually moving with your automation track. So when it hits this little bump that we've adjusted the volume on, this volume meter is going to move. I would have wished you well, but I don't think you believe me. And now everything sounds a little bit more even, and we've gotten some flare on the back end of that vocal. We can actually bring that down a little too, just to I would have wished you well, but I don't think you believe me. Much better, much better. And if you want that to disappear, you click there. And ta-da! But it's still going to be on the track. There you go. It moved down for you. So there you go. There's a little bit of automation and trying to learn how to do some of that stuff, plus an effects bus. Hopefully you found something in this either interesting or informative. Please like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you next week.